They all got the moment. Like, it was a moment for everyone in the course of that game.
It was.
Even Dominic Szoboszlai, who I was frantically trying to think of a song for.
Someone came up with one.
Really
Everyone
good.
was looking at Szoboszlai in the crowd and on the pitch like, it's snide if you don't get one here. But your name's really hard to rhyme with anything. And then someone had a brainwave and went, if we just kind of clap and say his name, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we just give it the old
And he got his moment.
Absolutely.
I loved Gomez's one as well.
Yeah, me too.
Longest saving player.
Yeah. And all the heroes that we all know should have more Premier League titles to their name until today. The Andy Robertsons, Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez is another one. Alisson Becker. The lads who, without a shadow of a doubt, deserve to have at least a minimum of 2 Premier League titles to their name. And over the course of the game, there was just a moment for everyone. There was a goal for everyone you wanted to see score. All of the midfielders, the midfield trio that Klopp gave as his parting gift, they all contributed goals and assists. You know, even the Spurs goal.
My favourite bit of the day was the Tottenham Hotspur goal.
Big Dom Solanke.
I loved the Tottenham goal.
Get Solanke in next season, by the way.
They must have scored after about 10 minutes. And I thought in that first 10 minutes you saw the Liverpool were really good and that they were fucking crap. So they scored, and it was a tiny, tiny bit of extra tension, but it was but this is all going to be all right anyway. They're just teasing us a little bit like they did against West Ham, like they did against Leicester. Just made you feel that bit more alive.
Made us work
and then for the rest of the game, it was like we designed a team of cowards to win the league against. And we'd gone, could we have them turn up on a sunny Sunday afternoon? And it's like a testimonial, but you get to win the league at the end. It was absolutely perfect. The rhythm of it was great. We were stood, me, Neil, Keith, his dad, and Fuad stand together. And Craig was with us today. And after Tottenham scored, Craig turned to me and said, will you stop fucking laughing? This isn't funny.
He was having kittens, wasn't he, Craig?
And I said, lads, it isn't. It's all going to be fine. And within about 10 minutes, they'd scored 3. One had been disallowed, but it was all fine. And they just made them look like kids. They just completely, it was synonymous with the rest of the season. It was, you've got quite a lot of talented players who are going to absolutely rip the piss out of you because we're loads better.
And you know, on that, it was a performance of assertion, a performance of dominance, a performance of a team that knows that they exist at a completely different strata to the Tottenham team. So I was like, okay, we might go one behind, but the script is written, lads. So it's a beautiful sunny day. I haven't seen a cloud. I haven't seen a cloud since about Wednesday. You know, and the Reds come in and the Tottenham go ahead and we go, no, you do understand that this is what's going to happen today. We're going to win the fucking Football League. So you'll have your little goal, but now it's all about the Reds. And we could have scored 27. It was fucking unbelievable. And there was never going to be any other outcome.
I can barely ever hear a thing on that sound system in the Kop. But I think Arne Slot said words to the effect of, we were never losing that game today.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was a beautiful quote. But about the
But that was the feeling for me. I mean, there were so many goals, and I was living on such adrenaline that it was all a bit of a haze. I can barely remember them all.
I really enjoyed the funny own goal as well.
The funny own goal was great.
All our big lads had scored, and then it was like, we'll just kick a daft one in as well.
But I was going to say one goal that I definitely remember is Alexis Mac Allister capping off for me, proving he's one of the finest midfielders in the world this season. Certainly the best the Premier League's got to offer. Week in, week out, he's been a metronome for us in midfield. But he also has these big moments.
He really does.
He can be whatever you need. If you need him to sit and play number 6, he will. If he needs to drop into the 10 position for a few moments, he will. If you need a goal, if you need a man to put in a great corner, and what a finish, when he literally just twatted it in.
Twatted it, I believe that's a football technical term where he twatted it.
Said on the commentary.
Twatted it dead hard.
That's what the data fellas would say.
But there's a beauty around the individual moments that we see today, because we'll view those moments as we will. When Alexis Mac Allister scores in a rainy November against fucking Brighton or whoever it is, when he scores that goal, now we're going to view the goal that he scored against Tottenham at Anfield on the last game of the season, and it's made him a Premier League champion. And it's absolutely unbelievable to feel that. I've never seen where the environment that I've never seen it so busy. Anfield was crackling today, and I wish we could have all been there. I wish we could have had a 600,000 seater stadium instead of a 60,000 seater stadium.
With the sold house?
Oh my God!
I'm saying 5 million.
Easy. The only thing is that Ryanair would have made loads on the flights because they would have just fucking boosted it up. But oh my God, I wish the stadium could have been bigger, because we're so fortunate to have experienced what we've experienced today. And not just in the ground, after the ground, where we've embraced and loved and cried. I've had tears run down my face since about fucking 5:30. And this is what we've waited our entire lives for.